It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see Keon Coleman. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bills and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch, Brock. One side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bold to.
Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out is the seventh-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
And it was another MVP caliber season for Josh this season to go double-digit wins, huge numbers. This guy just produces and has each and every year. And what I love, and I know his organization loves, was him breaking that NFL quarterback record with 15 rushing touchdowns.
Buying some time left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they send a man in motion. 2nd and 15. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the...
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. But with how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Xavier Gibson on to return for the Jets. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They go right back to Hall. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he gets it up across the 30 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To throw, Rodgers. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go, second and very long. That one's incomplete over the middle. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Again, Rodgers. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Has him on the quick hitter.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Rodgers here from the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Hall once more. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
26 yards. First down, Jets.
Rodgers will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. It's the first carry for the Wisconsin rookie. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Is a turnover on downs.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's low and bounces short of his man.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Allen on 3rd and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jukes out a one-stop. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
That throw finds Conklin. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. Davis gets it from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Davis. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams.
No gain on the play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen on 3rd down. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down. Allen throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Blitz coming here. Allen buys time. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
Sam Martin on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. Caught by Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
That's complete to Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 9 yards to go.
Now here's Rodgers. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Bills will take over possession. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
DJ Reed there defensively.
Back to the air, Allen. Connection made to Coleman. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Now Martin comes on to handle the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jets football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Rodgers here from the gun. Shakes himself free. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Allen to throw. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw for Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Allen. Vacates quickly left side. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Allen setting up to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Now here comes the New York offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They give to Hall on the draw. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Daquan Jones with a tackle on that play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. But that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
They kick the running back in motion. Allen now on first down. Completed to Davis. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. First and 10 from the 41. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Coleman with the grab. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a race down the right side. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. Hardy on the return. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. 1st and 10, here's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Bills moving quickly now, they're in the hurry up. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Timeout taken by New York, that's its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. On the handoff, here's Davis. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. The Bills with a punt team out there. Xavier Gipson on to return for the Jets. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Jets out to begin another drive. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. That's brought in by Lazard. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Rodgers. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing once again, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw again, Rodgers. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Christian Benford up to make that stop. So at the end of 2, the Jets really playing road warriors here. They've got the lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. The Patriots are in need of some changes come the offseason. We know that. But they do get the victory there to get them to 5-11. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Justice Hill doing plenty of damage on the ground as he went well over 100 yards in the victory. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. The Bengals were this close to a perfect regular season, but they couldn't finish it off, and they fall to 15-1 with 1 game remaining until playoff time. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel, so let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Abanikanda on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They start the drive with Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. That's complete to Wilson. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
18 on the play.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On first down, here comes Hall. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Handoff here to Davis. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 14. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Allen looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That throw finds Conklin. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Running it after the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Rodgers here from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Jets First down.
Rodgers will look to throw. Conklin brings it in. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Mike Edwards up to make that tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard. It's Allen again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and goal, Jets.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. Allen trying this straight ahead. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Allen. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets push their lead to 18.
Bills 3.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Davis takes it straight ahead. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here following the penalty. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now 3rd and 2.
Going right back to Davis. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Rodgers here off the play action. Escapes his grasp. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. On the handoff, Allen. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 8 yards in the right direction on that run, and now they've got to figure out this 3rd and 15. Now Rodgers. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Davis gets it from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
The 33-yard line.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third and just 2 to go. Man in motion here. Allen on 3rd and 2. Complete to Shakir. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
44-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Again, Allen to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 23. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at them, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Bass's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Hardy on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. They send the tight end in motion. Allen now on 1st down. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
And the Bills' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Allen setting up play action. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Allen. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down. They'll go. Allen. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
2nd down, here's Allen again. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Allen looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Allen gonna throw again. Throw caught by his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Hall running between the tackles. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
He's running with it. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Bass's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Hardy on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Bills set to take over offensively. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Running out of the gun with Davis. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They motion the tight end over. They'll go again with Davis. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
On the handoff, here's Davis. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 4th and 4.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Play action now. Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go right back to Hall. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jets, well, they can probably just run away and hide. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now here's Rodgers. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the punting unit. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over possession. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Allen. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Short pass caught by his tight end. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Coleman with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To throw again, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that means third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 7.
To the air again, Allen. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They start the drive with Hall. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup ahead of second down.
The gain of 9 brings up second and inches.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Buffalo.